Good morning, guys. I took a weekend off because I was really tired. I literally didn't do much besides sleep and did some stuff around the house. But the song, someone had told me about the song Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. Shout out to you. I forgot what your YouTube name was. But after that, I listened to it and I was like, oh, I've heard that song a million times, but I never actually paid attention to the words. But after I did listen to it, I heard it everywhere, all weekend long. At the gas station, at the store, in my car on the radio. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm going to read you a few parts of it. It's a long song. The whole song is definitely a Twin Flame song. It's just an amazing song. So I'm going to put it in the description box. But some of the main parts and what I got from it are, let me see. Aren't you something to admire? Because your shine is something like a mirror, and I can't help but notice you reflect in this heart of mine. And if you ever feel alone and the glare makes me hard to find, just know that I'm always parallel on the other side. And then another part, so it's like your masculine is saying, hey, I'm here. If you can't see me, just know that I'm here. I'm right here, right? And then there's another part that says, because I don't want to lose you now. I'm looking right at the other half of me. The vacancy that sat in my heart is a space that now you hold. Show me how to fight for now. And I'll tell you, it was easy coming back here to you once I figured it out. You were right here all along. So it's like they're coming to the conclusion, right? So what I mean is like my masculine knows that we're twins, right? But did he really know what that meant? Probably not. Like, the whole journey and the mission work and all of that. No, he probably didn't know, but he does now. Or they're coming to the conclusion of that, right? That this is a serious thing. It's a big responsibility. Like, hey, yeah, you are the other half of me, but I'm still gonna, stay where I'm staying. Which, if that makes him happy, fine. But it's like they're coming to the conclusions that that's not, okay? And now this part here, my mirror staring back at me, I couldn't get any bigger with anyone else beside of me because your twin makes you the best version of yourself, right? That's why you get hurt, because it triggers you to become the best you. When you're with your twin, you should want to become the best version of yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to just continue to hurt you and nothing else. You know what I mean? That's not a twin. But regardless, this whole song, just listen to the whole song. One other part that I really love is at the end. So now I say goodbye to the old me. It's already gone, and I can't wait to get you home just to let you know that you are my reflection. All I see is you. Okay, so I'll put the song in the description. I don't know why I always get so hot when I start a reading for the masculines. It's like they're sweating it out, right? They're sweating it out. So this video is probably not going to be super long just because I got another video to do and I'm already sweating. But it's been a couple days since I've done one, so hopefully we can get some pretty detailed information, because from that song and me hearing it all weekend long, it's really about them figuring it out, right? They knew you were right, but they needed to figure it out on their own, okay? Spirit, what's going on with the masculines right now? What do you want to tell us? Oh. Where can I put these? Okay, so we've got distant thunder. It says clear the air. So this, I feel, the first thing I just got was they're coming in to clear the air, all right? Cleansing waters, purification activates a vibrant life force. What I get by this is they're just kind of purging, okay? They're just kind of letting things flow through, and they want to clear the air with you. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. This is source and spirit coming in and telling them, hey, this is who you really are. This is what being a twin actually means. First light, beginning a new cycle. So that's beautiful. This is why they're coming in to clear the air. crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, meditating, and releasing. This is what they've been doing along with this purification, because they've been getting these messages from source, from spirit, from their guides, from their angels about what's actually happening and going on. So a lot of you will be getting, not only is this clear the air with you, Divine Feminine, I feel like this is with karmic's energy as well. This could be anything, all right? This could be people, places, addictions, whatever. They just know that it's not good for them, and they want to cross that bridge over to being the spiritual, right? They want to start a new cycle. Spirit, what do you want to tell us about the Divine Masculines? Oh, I love this. Okay, come on. These cards are new, so they're kind of slippery here. Okay, so we've got grieving. This is what I think has to do with beginning a new cycle and clear the air. So if they are in karmic relationships, or even their career could be a karmic situation, right? They have to change a job or something. They're not happy where they are. They're grieving the fact that they have to lose these things to begin a new cycle. They understand how important it is to have to do these things, but it is still hard to do that, right? You do still grieve the old you when you become the new you, all right? So we do have a career and freedom right under that. Oh, and freedom from Jesus Christ. Sorry, Jesus. Freedom from commitment and career. So if your masculine is in a karmic situation that has to do with career, or if you guys work together, you can't work together to be together, they're getting freedom from that. They're also gaining freedom from commitments that no longer serve them, which is what I already said. They want to start a new cycle, but they are still grieving those things, okay? Being with a karmic partner is not easy, but it's also really hard to get out of that entanglement, and you still grieve because you're still a human, all right? So if you think your masculine is just going to run right to you and not grieve this other person or a thing, you're wrong, okay? They will. We've got beauty here. So they're finding the beauty in the twin flame connection, I feel. They're actually coming to the understanding that, hey, this other person does make me want to be my best self. They're the ones who push me to do that, to want to do that. They see the beauty in that. They're seeing the beauty in understanding spirit more. They're probably, some of their gifts are coming through like, hey, wow, you know, I can read tarot, or I can read energy, right? That they've never really felt before. And we've got courage here, which is the first card that came out, which I absolutely love. They're having the courage to come forward, okay? They're having the courage to clear the air. They're having the courage to get freedom from these commitments that don't serve them anymore. We've got animals, so some of them could really have connection with animals. I know I have a huge connection with animals. I love animals. But that is just saying to me they could be getting messages from spirit animals that they have. We do have a butterfly here as well, a lion, a bird, so a wolf, those things, and another bird. Those things can be really special to your masculine, okay? Jesus, I don't know why I'm so hot, you guys. Whew. Sorry. It's like super hot in here. It was not super hot in here a minute ago. Like, I'm about to start singing Nelly, like it's getting hot in here. Let me take off all my clothes because, geez Louise. All right, Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Masculines right now? So this barrier card fell out. It was on its side, so the barriers are coming down, right? The masks are lowering. They're starting to understand that they cannot stay in the same situations where they're trapped from love. They're trapped from themselves, and they know that now. They know that they have to be free in order to be free, right? They can't stay in the situations that they're in if they want to be truly happy. I feel like this just is saying that these karmic situations, whatever the excuse is that your masculine can't come forward, that's the karmic situation, all right? And there's been a barrier up, a huge barrier. It feels very like it's like kind of pushing me, like, stop, like you couldn't get in, right? The masculines have to deal with it themselves. You can't help them. They have to come to the understanding that they're the ones who need to stand up and do it. You cannot do it for them, Divine Feminine. I know we want to help them. The best thing you can do to help them is to stand in your own power, because it will help them stand in theirs. Spirit, what do the masculines want us to know right now? I think that was my son. I was going to tell him to turn the fan on, but he heard me talking and left. Maybe I'll lose a couple pounds in this sauna, huh? All right. Okay, so we got forgiveness. I always love this card because the masculines really need to learn forgiveness. For themselves, because they do feel bad about how they treat you. They feel bad about how they treat everybody. And if you don't believe that about your own masculine, that's fine. Believe whatever you want. I'm not here to change your mind or argue. We've got fall. So it is almost fall where I am. We've got destruction. Fall is also about change, right? The leaves changing, that new cycle. Okay, we've got destruction here. That destruction is with these karmic situations. That's why there's this pause, so the masculines can do some healing. I know we all hate this card, divine timing, but it's taken a long time for this mask to come down, right? For them to tell them the truth, for them to be honest with themselves and everybody around them. We've also got compromise. I feel like with this destruction, they are compromising with these people and things about how to move forward in the best logical, practical way, okay? With the least amount of pain and destruction that it's going to cause them. That's what they're trying to compromise. We do have mirroring. You and your masculine are always mirroring each other. And funny about the song, right? We've got tribe here. They know who their tribe is. They know you are their tribe, their soul tribe. And that's what they're trying to come together. It's like this elephant here is by itself, but these elephants are coming forward. It's like they know. Sorry, I'm going to put my long ass hair up because I'm sweaty. It's like they know they need to make it to you, okay? And also animals, so elephants can mean something to you. So we have the barrier card, which is just that, being that trapped, right? Conclusion. They have come to this conclusion that this needs to all happen in order to move forward. In order for them to take action. Another bird here. Spirit, what do you need to tell us? Where are the divine masculines at right now? So they finally understand. If they don't understand fully, they are understanding. I feel like it's happening over and over again. And we've got the Hermit here. Your masculine could be a Virgo or an Aries. Not that signs matter, but I was supposed to say that for a reason. They've been in hermit mode, so they can emerge as that emperor, right? I want us to know where the divine masculine's at. Oof, 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 oof. Okay. So, over here we've got 8 of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Tower in reverse as well. This is that destruction that's been happening, that divine intervention. Them not moving forward, them not working on anything, them sitting around not doing anything because they felt so trapped, okay? They have felt so trapped. We have the trap card, the barrier card. Like, that's legit how they have felt. Now, sideways, we've got 2 of Wands and the Ace of Cups, right? Over here, we've got Miss Karmic, the Queen of Wands, and Deception, the 7 of Swords. So it's like they're coming to that realization that this cycle has been over. It's a cycle completion. The same thing. We got the cycle complete over there. And now, with this being sideways, it's not up, it's not reverse, it's in the middle, because for so long they haven't been making a decision. They've been thinking about it over and over and over again, but they haven't taken any action towards offering this love to you, Divine Feminine. And for these karmic partners, they're not in love with them either, okay? But they know that this is a twin flame connection. They know who you are to them. They're just not saying it yet. a lot of them are coming forward, especially in the fall, to tell you, hey, yes, I know that we're twins. I know that this connection I feel for you is true and real. I've been getting messages. I've been seeing signs. I've been kind of pushing away the destruction, right? I've been, what's the word I'm looking for? Repelling, restricting, nope, that's not it. Pushing you away, whatever that word is, because I felt so trapped. I didn't want to change. I didn't want to work on this. So the divine keeps putting towers in this destruction until I finally take control and take action instead of just sitting around not doing anything. Okay. But they do know that you are their love of their life. They know that. They're not really showing love to you right now, Divine Feminine, and they're not really showing love to the karmic partners either, because that situation is done. It's been dead for a long time. They've been lying to them, for a long time, and that's why this forgiveness is here, because they need to end this cycle with these karmic partners before they're going to come forward with you. Okay, and you should want it that way. So don't settle to be a third party. You deserve more than that. And your masculine knows that, all right? It just takes time. I know we all hate time, but that divine timing card did come out. So in the meantime, the best thing you can do is focus on yourself. You make healthy choices. Do not allow him to come back in if there is still a third party, because then he's going to think that that's okay, and it's not okay. Spirit, what's going on with the divine masculines right now? The karmic relationship, all right. Addiction, that's about codependency. These are in the middle. This one's over here, girl with the snake. So girl talk, engagement ring, wedding rings. You could be married to this person, engaged in a long-term committed relationship, talking to friends about how to get out of this. We've got mirror again with the song, right? Reflecting back to you who they truly are and how to move forward. In the song, it says, show me how to be strong for now, or something like that. You're showing them how to be strong, Divine Feminine, okay? So don't think all of this is for nothing. We also have camera, which is reminiscing, learning from the past. I love that. Perception. It's like their perception are changing, because they're finally loving themselves. They're finally understanding that love, key with the heart here, will bring in abundance, true love. Because once you are with like your twin, the divine will reward you immaculately. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, so girl talk, trying to figure out how to get out of these situations. Talking to friends, family, lawyers, also moving on happily single, living in the moment. Now, Divine Feminine, you should be living in the moment right now. That's what I tell you every single day, okay? Focus on yourself. Move forward with your life. With you waiting around, you're just staying in stagnant energy. You moving forward, the masculines are understanding, fuck, if I don't make a decision here, she's or he's gone, right? This is what their karmic relationship is about. Girl with a snake, they could be with a narcissist. They're being used regardless. That could be for material things. It's just very codependent. They're just used to each other, right? Triggers, turmoil, letting go and loving you. So that's what I love most about this, is because they're finally choosing themselves. And then in turn, they choose you because you are one and the same, okay? All right, so I'm just going to pull some messages from the masculines. Basically, overall, they're coming to the understanding of what a twin really means. It's not just about love and being together. Yes, that's a big part of it. It's also about changing into the best version of you. You guys have mission work to do. You have to change the world to be better, to love all the time. And they're coming to that understanding, hey, I am my best self. Like, yes, I can change the world by myself, but I am my best self when I'm with my Divine Feminine. And they're not happy where they are. I don't care if they say they are. They're lying. They're not happy because they're just not telling you. They're getting this information from Spirit about the twin flame journey, about who their Divine Feminine is, about what it truly means, about they're stuck in these codependent situations, relationships. they're just not saying it out loud. They're seeing the signs. They're, you know, all of the same thing that's happening to you, it's happening to them. They just don't talk about it because they're rude. I'm just kidding. JK. Spirit, what do the masculines want to say to the feminines? So this card, again, it all comes down to timing. It is in reverse. I don't usually read these in reverse, but I just heard it's time. Okay, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. You are special to me even though I told you otherwise. So if I told you you're just a friend, if I told you you're like a sister or brother to me, you know, they weren't telling the truth. You still hold a piece of my heart. I'm sorry I held myself back with you. It all comes down to timing. It really was me, not you. Good Lord, it's so hot. I'm like really dying right now. What do the masculines want to say? I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. If you haven't talked to your masculine in a long time, they haven't forgotten about you, okay? Even if you haven't, even if it's been like just a little bit, they haven't forgotten about you. You might sometimes feel like, oh, you know, they don't even have feelings for me, whatever. They kind of really held themselves back because they didn't make this decision. They chose someone else, which they weren't really choosing someone else. They were just not choosing themselves. I just wasn't ready for you. They just weren't ready. They needed to figure it out on their own. I'm more affected than you know. Even though I don't talk about it, I am way more affected than you know. I've looked you up online just to see what you've been up to. Yes, absolutely. My mind and heart always comes back to you. I'm in a much better headspace right now, which comes right before maybe we're just too different and I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. So those signs, they used to tell themselves, oh no, we're too different. There's no way this is going to work, right? You know, race, age, work, whatever the issue is, there was somebody else. They come up with excuses of why this will never work. Oh, we're too different. We, no, this just isn't going to work. And then they keep seeing the signs over and over again. Spirit's bringing in this divine intervention, and they've been pushing it away for so long. Now they're finally, okay, I'm going to clear the air. Okay, I'm going to go over. I'm going to walk on the bridge to the spiritual side. I'm going to do this because they're in a much better headspace right now. They can't ignore the signs they're receiving. They just can't. They're too much. They're getting too much information. You can only push that shit away for so long. But the more you ignore it, if you've noticed, if you try, I've done this numerous times for the last 4 years. If you try to ignore the signs from the universe, they will push them in your face even harder. Okay. It's the most annoying thing. I hate it. But you can't ignore it. The universe will be like, honey. What do the masculines want to say? Come on. Can you turn that fan on? I'm doing a reading, but I'm so hot. Thanks, baby. I love your eyes. You're my first thought in the morning and last thought at night. I see signs of you everywhere. Literally, they do. I can hear you when you speak to me telepathically. We've got 333, which is the masculine, feminine, and source coming together as one, the soul merge. It's also about Christ consciousness, working together as a team. How can we make this work? This is what they're questioning. How can I clear the air? How can I do this after such a long time has gone past that now I'm starting to understand, but will my feminine even take me back? The way you walk turns me on. I need space, but it is in reverse, okay? Because they're coming out of this hermit mode here. I feel obligated to stay. They have felt obligated to stay in these situations and relationships. They didn't know how to change them because they weren't loving themselves. They understand when they start loving themselves, they're not obligated to stay anywhere. They might feel that way, but why aren't they putting themselves first? I've been waiting so long just to hold you. I feel like we've known each other before. We've got 222 here. This is your twin telling you, I love you. I literally see this 8 million times a day. It's also about decisions, partnership. Your life could be out of balance. A decision that you need to make. Okay. This could also be telling you, hey, your masculine is finally making a decision. I'm scared of what people will think. Like, this is a huge issue in my situation. So scared of what people will think. And I'm like, you know what? Who fucking cares? They don't have to live our lives, right? But he needed to figure that out on his own, just like yours does. So we do have some timing cards here. We've got, I'm going to reach out. And we've also got text me. If you have been feeling guided to text your masculine, I would do that, just because if you haven't been guided to text them, they're going to text you. Okay. So use your intuition and discernment on that. And then we've got 2 timing cards. This is a general reading. If it was a personal, I would look into what these mean, but we've got 2 weeks here and we've got 9 months. So they could reach out from now within 2 weeks and you guys could be in complete, blissful union in 9 months. I just heard someone's having a baby in 9 months. So if you don't want to have a baby, be very careful. In the next 2 weeks, you could literally get pregnant. Okay. With your masculine, or maybe not with your masculine. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's for somebody. Be very careful if you don't want to have a child, especially with someone who is not your masculine. Okay. So we've got 2 weeks. So a lot of reaching out is happening within the next 2 weeks. Within the next 9 months, a lot of changes are occurring. A lot of people are getting communication, like real communication, not like just a, hey, what's up? How you doing? And then I'm going to ghost you again. It's real legit communication. They could be getting divorced within 9 months. Sometimes that takes longer. Sometimes it's a shorter amount of time. Okay. So it just depends on your situation, but I hope that helped you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.